Hello everyone, I'll meet with you again, and in this video tutorial we're going to be covering how to use VicPlan as well as how to use Melbourne Urban Forest to inform your design, your research, or anything else. So regarding the VicPlan, this video tutorial may come very handy for all of the new architects that are submitting their first applications to the council, or anyone else like the property owners that do want to know a bit more regarding the zoning of their property, or regarding any other overlays and stuff like that. So let's begin. Now, first thing you note is when you click on that, when you head on to mapshare.vic.gov.au/VicPlan, this map will come up. So this map is actually this is newly introduced website by the Victorian government. So as you can see, it covers only Victorian part, and it's dealing with all of the zones and overlays and contours and all sorts of information also can be obtained from this website. So first thing you have to do in order to find your property is just to type the address here. So basically you can type in, or you can just manually navigate if you know the area. For example, let's say we want to find any property in Footscray. Let's say we are looking, for example, on 73 Ballarat Road. So that's the property that we are interested in, for example. So if you right click on that property, that will this little window will pop up, and if you click on find data on the map, you'll notice on the right hand side appears a little window. So this will tell you the zone, the house number label, the parcel, and the properties. This is particularly important, as I said, because this part contains property report. So from here you can download your property report for, let's say, 73 Ballarat Road. So if you click on that one, that will bring you into the that will actually download a PDF for you. It will show PDF for you. So this shows the number, the lot number, the local government area, which is the local council in this case, what is the planning scheme that you're going to have to follow, and all the utilities and stuff. Now, very important thing here is that this will outline which zone is your property in. So in this case we have neighborhood residential zone, and if you click on neighborhood residential zone, this will bring you into another window with outlines of neighborhood residential zone, like what the use can be of the property and stuff like that. So one very important also is if you click on the schedule to the zone, this will give you all the information like on the minimum setbacks, site coverage, permeability, landscaping, and all other sort of stuff. So also one very important thing, this will also give you the overlay. So as you can see, this site has heritage overlay, which can be which is very important for all of the architects, just to give them a heads up at about which overlays they're dealing with. Like heritage can be tricky sometimes in some cases. So design and development overlay, parking overlay, and yeah, so that's basically it for that property, and it's not in a bushfire prone area. So we're gonna go back now. Some of the other stuff that I wanted to show you is that you can actually filter your zones and many other layers that are that you can see on your left side here. So basically, if you want to just see planning schemes and amendments, like if you for example want to see just the heritage listed sites within Footscray. So if let's just clear it up. So maybe if we turn off the planning schemes and we zoom out a little bit, that will show us like which buildings are in heritage register, and which buildings are just a heritage inventory. So it can come very handy. Another thing you can do is you can obtain from this website is other contours. So if you click on contours and if you maybe turn all of them, like some of the areas, they do have 1 meter, 10 meters, 20 meters like contours. So let's maybe just turn all of them on, and if we just turn the base map for a sec, we can see that we have all of the contours showing up. So interesting thing you can do from here is, for example, if you turn on the base map, or that you can actually export. You can actually export the image. So if you let's say for any kind of reason want to export just the contours from this website, you can do that by clicking export button, and you can choose here if you want to include your reference data. For example, if you want to import this image into any other software that deals with georeferencing, so you can do that as well, or you can just choose JPEG, PDF, PNG, or those offered files. So basically that is quickly what I wanted to also just before I forget, one important thing. For example, if you want to say which properties are in bushfire prone area. So if you zoom out a little bit, because the central Melbourne part is not in a bushfire zone area, if you zoom out a little bit and you turn it on and off display, you can see all of the properties that are actually within bushfire prone area. So that is also one of the very important planning factors. So that's basically about this site. And another thing I wanted to show you is Melbourne Urban Forest area website. So this is also online source. The thing with this one is that it covers only inner Melbourne, so it doesn't cover all the surrounding suburbs. So if you zoom out a little bit, there is a zoom plus and minus zoom buttons on the upper left corner. You can see that actually only inner Melbourne is covered here. So let's maybe choose from here. This little menu will give you all the suburbs that are covered. So if we're gonna, let's say, look for the trees that are in the CBD, so that's gonna bring you like all of the. You'll notice that it disappeared, but if you just refresh your browser, it will bring it up again. So for example, like from here you can see all the trees that are existing in the area. So from here we can filter the trees. We can show just the trees that are planted in this decade, for example, and we can see that all of them are pretty young. Like if you scroll down a little bit, you'll see the description of the color age description of all the trees. So very green ones are juvenile trees, which means that they are very young, and this website can come in very handy for all of the landscape architect or urban architects that are planning any part of the CBD or the inner Melbourne. So as I said, it's a very important website, and it can come very handy for all of those architects or urban designers that are doing actually any kind of environmental design or environmental research and stuff like that. So it also shows what are the precinct plans for the planting, like for example, if we click on any of those, it will give us like the future plans for the like future planting plans, and yeah, so the very important, like handful information can be obtained from here. So that would be all for this short video tutorial. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be with you very shortly. Bye.